Hi, everybody. I'm Ms. Lee. I'm going to go over factoring a quadratic in this video. So I'm going to be talking about how to rewrite an expression, a quadratic expression that is in standard form into factored form. Okay, so I have written up the example that we're going to be doing. So we're rewriting y equals 12x squared minus 24x minus 15 in factored form. So in general, your first step is going to be to factor out any greatest common factor, factor out F. So you need to factor out a greatest common factor. If there's no greatest common factor, then you don't need to factor anything out. In this case, there is a greatest common factor. I think all three of these terms are divisible by 3. And so we factor out a 3. So we have y equals 3 times, and then 3 times what is 12x squared? Well, that's 4x squared minus 3 times what is 24x? That's 8x. 3 times what is negative 15? That's minus 5. Okay, then we make the big X. I think some of you guys in previous classes may have called this the diamond method. Whatever makes you happy, make the big X, make the diamond, whatever. So in the top of your big X, in general, you're going to generally put A times C. And then in the bottom of your X, you're going to put B, and then you're going to find two numbers that add up to B and multiply to AC. Okay, so at the top, we're putting 4 times negative 5. So again, that's A times C. So the 4 was the A, assuming this is, AX squared plus BX plus C. And then the minus 5 is your C. And then the B at the bottom, that's minus 8. So this equals negative 20. So we're trying to find two numbers that add up to negative 8 and multiply to negative 20. And so the numbers that come to mind are negative 10 and 2. Okay, now we're going to divide the two numbers you found by A. A being the number that you had multiplied right here by C. So when you make your big X, and obviously when you're doing this on your own paper, you're probably just going to make one big X one time, but I'm trying to break the steps down for you. So we have negative 20 from before, negative 8, negative 10, and 2. Those were the two numbers we found that multiplied to negative 20 and added up to negative 8. We're going to divide both of these by 4. And again, that 4 was the A value from before. That A value from before. Okay, so right there, that A value. Okay, you're going to simplify both of these fractions. So, and simplify. And so 2 over 4 simplifies to 1/2. And then negative 10 over 4 simplifies to negative 5 over 2. Okay, and so we're going to write out our factored form now. So all we do is include the GCF. And then the word or the catchphrase that we use is bottoms up. Okay, so meaning that we take what's on the bottom, so this 2 right here, we're going to bring it up. So we say y equals, and of course the greatest common factor is 3 from before. That was factored out from the beginning. And then we bottoms up. So that 2, what's in the denominator there, goes in front of the x. So we have 2x minus 5. And then times, again, we're going to bottoms up. So that 2 goes in front of the x. We have 2x. And then plus, and then what's in the numerator, which is 1. So if you've learned how to factor before where the leading coefficient was 1, you never had to do this bottoms up thing because the denominator was always 1. If you bring the 1 up, of course, that doesn't really, you can just put x. And so you've never had to do this before. but that's how you write your expression in factored form. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of color a few things real fast just so you guys know where things came from. So this 2 right here made this 2. And this -5 here made this -5 right over here. Okay, and then this 2 right here was bottoms up. And this +1 right here was from here. Okay. All right, happy day.